We managed to weather the storms. Taiwan's GDP growth rate last year was 8.76%, and that's among the highest in the world.
Taiwan is a small island nation producing 90% of the world's semiconductors.
This region is very important for Taiwan because it stands out for its innovation, resilience, and the very forward-looking digital developments. And as I said, this happens to be the areas Taiwan has a strength.
I'm Dipesh Patel, editor at Trade Treasury Payments. Today we're in Riga, Latvia. I'm delighted to be joined by Ambassador Vincent Chin Hsiang Yao, Taiwan representative to the United Kingdom, and we're at the EBRD's Trade Facilitation Programme information session and awards ceremony. Vincent, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. So 2 years ago, we spoke in Yerevan, Armenia. We spoke about the trends contributing to Taiwan's growth. Back then, manufacturing accounted for 70% of the economy. AI was trending, so was semiconductors, but a lot's changed around the world geopolitically. A lot's also changed in Taiwan. What stood out and what have been the major trends since then?
Well, since then, as we all know, that geopolitical risk has been rising significantly, as we discussed earlier in the panel. We also have seen a serious interruption in the global supply chains. So a lot of uncertainties. But among all these uncertainties, there's another trend which is still consistent, and we discussed that last time. It was the rapid growth of AI. So against this backdrop, Taiwan's performance in economy is actually doing pretty good. So we managed to weather the storms, particularly in the past few years. For example, Taiwan's GDP growth rate last year was 8.76%, and that's among the highest in the world. Certainly, this performance is driven by the global demand in the AI industry, and Taiwan actually sits in the center of the semiconductor and the AI industry ecosystem. So that's why Taiwan's continue to perform very strong economically.
Okay, brilliant. And obviously, Taiwan is a small island nation producing, 90% of the world's semiconductors and a large portion of the world's laptops, motherboards, functional textiles. What is the government doing to support that growth to maintain Taiwan's competitiveness?
Our government has a very clear policy about the future industrial development. Our president has laid out a very comprehensive plan to develop we call this trusted industrial sectors that include semiconductors, AI, and security and surveillance, next generation communication system, and finally our defense industry. So these 5 key sectors are the focus of Taiwan's future development. And we've been pouring resources into these sectors. And our government also focusing on the establishment, we call this the 10 major infrastructure of AI industry. So we also set up a goal for developing the next generation technologies. That's silicon photonics, robotics, quantum. So we have a very clear goal, and the government is fostering all the resources to go into this direction.
Excellent. And I guess Taiwan has been a trade partner of EBRD and particularly the Trade Facilitation Programme since its inception in 1999. What exactly is Taiwan doing to work with those multilateral partners?
Uh, I think, as I mentioned in the donors meeting a couple of days ago, now Taiwan has been working on 7 out of 11 multilateral funds in the EBRD, and our bilateral technological cooperation are also focused on several areas. One is smart mobility
Mhm.
and cybersecurity, and then human capital resilience and innovative finance and green transition, and finally SME development. So in these areas, Taiwan has been working very closely with EBRD, with the different programs, and then we contributed to these areas because these areas happen to align with Taiwan's strength. So we contribute in practical exchanges, sharing experiences with the operation countries.
Excellent.
Right.
And I guess here we are in Riga. How does Taiwan view the Baltic states and the wider Central Eastern European region to really facilitate and strengthen trade ties?
This region is very important for Taiwan because it stands out for its innovation,
Yep.
resilience, and the very forward-looking digital developments. And as I said, this happens to be the areas Taiwan has a strength. So we have been deploying our resources here in this region and to bring Taiwanese investment to this region. As a matter of fact, in Czech Republic, in Poland, the 5 we call this big AI companies in Taiwan, 5 major AI companies in Taiwan, all have been here and invested in this area. So we also allocate Central and Eastern Investment Fund and to help our business to invest in this area. So we increase our engagement in this area significantly.
Thank you very much. That was Ambassador Vincent Chin Hsiang Yao, the Taiwan representative to the United Kingdom, here in Riga at the EBRD Trade Facilitation Programme annual meeting. Vincent, thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.